Hey friends, it's Jenna and welcome back to my channel. I am also known as EMPTYHANGER over on Instagram, and I also sell on Poshmark and eBay, and I'm sharing with you something that I've been doing every month this year, and that is my monthly reseller favorites. So it's tools and tips and tricks and things that I have been loving this past month. So we're at the very end of March right now. So everything I loved and used in March, and I can't wait to share with you. So let's go ahead and get in the video. Now, the first thing I'm sharing, it's not anything new. I actually have been using this item for like over 2 years. It's been a huge help to me in my reselling journey, but I wanted to bring it up because of something that happened with Poshmark this month. So the first thing I'm showing you is my Dymo label printer. So I have the 4XL, if it will focus, but it's the 4XL label printer, and this is a thermal label printer, and what it does is it will print directly onto some 4x6 shipping labels. You never have to replace the ink. You don't need to cut and do anything, tape it. All you do is just peel and stick the label, and it is such a huge time saver and help, and I just love this thing. Now, the reason I've been loving it even more this month is because Poshmark recently updated their app, and you are now able to easily print directly to a 4x6 thermal label printer. Before, you could only print to a regular printer, or with this I just had to like screenshot, copy, paste. It was like 4 extra steps, and now I don't have to do any extra steps, and it saves so much time. It also saves you seriously so much money. Like, I know this can be a little bit of an investment at first, but like I said, I've had mine over 2 years. I use it every single day. So if you think about cost per use, dividing that out, definitely like it makes sense. And the fact that you never have to buy ink because it's thermal printing. You never have to buy tape to tape your labels on. You don't have to spend the time cutting them out. The only thing you do have to buy for this are the labels that go in here. So you can see I have like a roll of labels already in there, and that's actually my next favorite. So my next favorite are the actual roll of labels that I use in my Dymo label printer. Now, if you read the fine print when you order this and when you get it, if you use any labels that are not Dymo specific brand labels, it voids your warranty, and it's like a use at your own risk. They say it's gonna mess up your machine. So take this advice with a grain of salt, because I use different labels, and that's what I'm showing you guys, because labels, the Dymo labels, are not cheap. Like, those are pretty expensive. However, there's a lot of like off brands that work with the Dymo label printer, and this is the particular brand that I order. I order them from Amazon, and it is the Office Smart Labels. We'll see if that focuses. I'm trying out a new camera, so that might be a little bit off just because my other one might focus better. But I use these labels from Amazon, and I'm gonna link everything like normal down in the description box below so you can check it out for yourself. But I've been using these labels pretty much as long as I've had my Dymo printer, and I've never had an issue. I haven't had them like not work. I haven't had them mess up my machine, so they are so much cheaper. I think for these, it's 220 labels on one roll. You can order a 4-pack roll on Amazon for, I want to say, like $30 or something like that. So it's 880 labels for $30, which is super inexpensive compared to the Dymo labels. And then the fact that you're saving time, you don't have to like cut and then tape and then, you know, whatever on your box. You just literally like peel and stick, and you never buy ink again. So I love these, and I love the fact that Poshmark listens to its users, because I know a lot of people have been saying, hey, I use a 4x6 label printer and I just wish it was a little bit easier to print on there, and they listened and they made that update, and seriously, like, shipping takes me no time now, and I'm so thankful. So the Dymo label printer and the labels are my first two favorites, and then my next favorite is something I have mentioned before. So I mentioned this contraption in my inventory storage video, so I showed you exactly how I use this. I'm going to go ahead and link that video up here so you can watch it if you haven't already, but it is a clothing folding board. So these things are genius, especially if you're terrible at folding, which is me, even though I spent many years working retail, so I have no idea how I didn't learn to be a great folder, but I didn't. And I need this thing in my life. So it's a folding board, and like I said, you can watch my other video to see how to use it, but you basically like fold stuff in. I can't do it right here. Fold it up. There you go. And it makes your items into the perfect rectangle. It gives it like the best presentation for your buyers when they open their packages. I then slip the perfectly folded item into a clear poly bag, and that's how I store and ship my items. And I don't know, I've just gotten so many comments on what great presentation it is, and the fact that it's not just like crumpled up in there. Like, you see the front of the shirt, you see the label, like, it's perfect. And seriously, it's all due to this contraption, and I think this is $20 on Amazon, so well worth the investment. I even sometimes use it to fold like my clothes, my laundry that I put away in my drawers, because it fits better. So yeah, definitely look into this if you haven't already. And there's a couple different sizes. This is the size, the blue board that I use with like 11 by 14 clear bags. That fits the best, and it fits like the majority of clothing. So that's the one that I use. And then that's it for like actual items. Now I'm gonna talk about like tips or tricks or things that I've been loving, and I'm pulling them up on my phone. Also, I actually wasn't planning to talk about this, but now that I have my phone up here, I think I am. This thing, a pop socket, I don't know if like a lot of you guys probably have heard of a pop socket. It's this thing on the back of my phone, and it helps you like hold your phone with one hand. It's great for like when I'm taking pictures, or if I'm doing like a selfie or an Instagram story. And what happened, the reason I'm mentioning this right now and what made me think of it, is because I had a logo branded pop socket. I ordered it on the pop socket website, and it broke like 2 days ago. I've had it for like a really long time, and I always play with it. It's like a nervous habit to like, I don't know, play with the pop socket. So it broke, and I didn't have it for like 2 days. And I was like not even realizing how much I used it until it actually broke, and I was having trouble like holding my phone just because I have the 8 Plus and it's a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier. And then I remembered I have a Poshmark pop socket, so I have this pop socket that I got at an event, but they do sell them on the Poshmark Posh Fixings closet. They might be out of stock right now, but yeah, I just love this thing so much because it helps me to hold my phone. So anyways, the whole reason that I shared that was because I was pulling up a list on my notes app on my phone. But yeah, I love pop sockets, so I'm just gonna throw that in there, in my March favorites too. Okay, so my next favorite is an app, and I feel like I'm always talking about apps. Like before it was a photo editing app that I was obsessed with. I'm still obsessed with it. I can't even say it again because I feel like I've talked about it so much. But the next app that I love, and you guys might have heard of this before as well, it's a shopping app. It's called the Yard Sale. I don't know if this is gonna focus on my phone. It's Yard Sale Treasure Map. I have to figure out how to like focus this camera, so sorry, it probably won't focus. Anyways, the app I'm gonna link down below, it is the Yard Sale Treasure Map app. So it's kind of like a tongue twister. Anyways, it's a garage sale app, and it helps you to locate garage sales that are in your area or in wherever you are at the moment. And that's what I really like about it, because when you open it up, it uses obviously like your location services on your device, and it shows you how many sales within a certain mile radius. So right now I just have it on like 20 miles, but I think you can set it to whatever you want. And what's nice is you can change the day on it. So like today is Friday that I'm filming this, and Saturday is a great garage sale day. And so I can go ahead and look in advance for what garage sales are happening on Saturday. That way I can kind of like plan my route, or if there's anything worth going to. And then also I like it, like I said, it uses your location. So if I happen to be like in another part of town that I'm not normally in, I'm not familiar with it, then I can just open this up and see like if there's anything that I want to go and check out in that area. And it also connects to like Waze, Google Maps, and it will guide you directly to the garage sale. So it takes you step by step with directions. And I don't know, I just think it's really helpful. I love garage sailing when I have the time. You know, it does take a little more time because you have to drive from sale to sale. But also what's nice about this is you can click on the actual locations that are listed, and a lot of times they will put pictures, and they will also put like what they're selling. So if they're selling like furniture, TV, clothing, which is what I'm looking for, then I will know in advance. So if they're like, oh, we have no clothing, oh, this is all baby stuff, like I know not to waste my time if it's not something that I'm looking for. So that is really helpful about this app. And now that it's March and starting to get into spring and summer, people are really having a lot more garage sales because it's nice outside. So that's a great way to go sourcing somewhere you wouldn't normally, and using that app kind of helps you cut down on time spent just like driving around looking for garage sales. You never know what you're gonna find. So yeah, it helps us save time. The next thing I'm going to talk about, I almost like didn't want to mention this because I feel like I've been talking about it so much, and that is selling jeans. So a monthly favorite for me in March is selling jeans because I just love denim. I don't know what it is. I went through a phase of not liking selling jeans because I think I hated photographing them. I don't know why, because it's so easy. I literally hang them on a hanger on the wall, take a picture, the front, the back, the little tags, boom, there you go. And people love searching for denim online because it's a lot more affordable, and also I think because the jeans are already broken in for you. Like, you know, you get those jeans and they're just like so tight right away. Well, these can be a little bit more broken in if you're selling like a pre-owned pair, or if you sell new with tags. I like picking up new with tags ones. I grabbed some recently from a Nordstrom rack sale, and one pair of those sold like in the first week that I listed them. So denim is hot. I have a denim video talking about it. I'll link it up above and you can check that out if you haven't. But yeah, I talk about the certain brands that I really like selling and also what styles I look for. So you can check that out if you're interested. But selling jeans, I'm going to still continue to sell those even though, you know, they're a favorite in March. I'm going to keep on listing them even through the summer because although people are obviously looking for shorts and things, I think they will still be looking for good denim. Okay, my next favorite, it's actually my last favorite on here, and that is networking and meeting other resellers. So I feel like I talk about this a lot over on my Instagram stories, on my @EMPTYHANGER Instagram. I love meeting up with other resellers and networking and connecting and just hearing about how they do things and learning from their business models and maybe adjusting and adapting it to my own. And it's just such an amazing community. So I do have like an accountability partner local, Alyssa Thrifts, over on Instagram if you want to check her out. We get together and we work together like once a week. We try once a week, maybe every other week sometimes. But yeah, we list together and just like talk about our business and, you know, ways that we want to grow. And it really helps me to have someone to hold myself accountable to, like when we talk about what we want to do and what goals we want to accomplish, and then she kind of like checks in on me with my goals. But then also networking with other resellers that aren't even local. So the Instagram community is really amazing for talking to people online. And then in March, the reason this is like one of my favorites in March is because I actually went to a reseller convention. It was like the Reseller Fam live event. It was in Kansas City, and it was really awesome just to meet people that I've talked to online for so long and connect with them in person, and again just learn from like so many different business models and see how other people do things. Because with this business, like, I'm sharing with you the way that I do things, but it doesn't mean it's going to be the way that works for you, and someone to my left could be doing something totally different but being just as successful or more successful than me. So I just really think it's cool to see what else is out there. And then also at the event, like, people were talking about Amazon merch and FBA and Etsy and just like all these other platforms for selling that are out there. And I just think it's so cool that there are so many different ways and opportunities to make a living online. And you know, I love Poshmark, like that is my main love, and you know, I will never stray from that. And obviously I enjoy doing eBay as well. I don't know how much one person can take on their plate. I don't know if I can take any more, but just seeing what else is out there is just like so cool to me. So yes, networking and looking into other events. I know that eBay Open is happening in Las Vegas in July. I have not bought a ticket yet. I think I'll be going. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, I think I'll be going just because, again, I like to learn the industry I'm in. It's one of the biggest events for eBay, and you get to see all the different features and what's coming out, and again, network with other people. I will definitely be going to Posh Fest. They have not announced the date or the weekend or, you know, where it is, the location yet. Well, I shouldn't say definitely, because my sister's getting married in the fall, and if it's the same weekend my sister's getting married, I'm not going to be able to go. So Poshmark, don't do it on that weekend. But yeah, that comes up usually in the fall of the year. And then like also Poshmark, a lot of people host like local Posh and Sips, which are local meetups in different cities all over the US, and they usually post about theirs, the Posh and Sips, on the Poshmark official blog. So I'll put a link to that down below, and you can see if there's other Poshmark meetups in your local area, and it's really fun because, again, then you get to meet people in your area, and maybe you will meet an accountability partner like how I met Alyssa at a Posh event / Instagram. Anyways, yeah, I think it's definitely something worth checking out because this job can get lonely. You are working alone most of the time, and networking is the key. So with that being said, those are my monthly favorites for March, and I can't believe it's already April. Yeah, so check those out if you're interested down below. Let me know in the comments anything you've been loving this month. Again, I always love hearing your feedback and what you've been using and loving because I'm always looking to test and try new things and see what will work for my business. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more reselling / lifestyle related content in my videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.